name is Ben, and I'm the owner of Ben's Home Brew, and today I'm going to give you a little bit of information on growing your own hops. Right here you can see all kinds of hop binds coming up from my hop crowns. These are Cascade hops, and I need to trim them up here, and I'm going to get to that in a little bit. But before you go to any kind of trouble with trimming this stuff up, you first need to get yourself a little rhizome, and you want to plant your rhizome. And what you want to do is you want to actually get some really nice healthy dirt. My dirt's nice and healthy. It's nice and black and rich with nutrients. If you have bad soil and you know somebody who has a farm, you can use some horse manure or some cow manure. Make sure you cut it with some dirt because you don't want to burn your hop rhizome out. But they love that kind of nutrition for the roots and everything, and it'll really take off if you can get your hands on some of that. If you can't, just use regular mulch. Any kind of good potting soil will do. You want to water them, accordingly. You don't want to overwater them because you can actually just drown it out and ruin your hops. So you want to be careful with that. Once they actually get established like this, they start shooting vines off all over the place. And when they're mature like this, what you can do is you can go back in there and you can cut off some root clippings and some other rhizomes yourself, and plant some more hops if you want to plant some additional hops. These ones are growing up pretty tall right now, and I want to get to trimming these up because they're ready to get trimmed up. You want to trim back as many of them as you can. You see fit whenever you're planting your own hops. Now I wanted to give you a better view of what I'm looking at here with this mature hop. And what you're looking at is a really big crown. It's probably about a foot and a half wide, and you can see that there are a lot of binds coming up out of this. This is what it's going to look like after your hops mature and they become established. So you really need to take care of them, especially at this point. Make sure you trim down the binds, because if you have too many binds, then you can starve the nutrients from your other vines that you want to grow. Okay, now what you're going to look for whenever your vines start coming up like this is you want to look for the healthiest, hardiest vines coming up out of your crown or out of your rhizome. If you're growing them for the first year, usually just let all of your vines come out and just let them run, because you're not going to have too many, maybe 6 or 7 at the most, and they're not going to be too long. Just let those run, and maybe have some fun harvesting a small amount of hops off of them. But at this point, you want to check out all of these different vines coming up, and they all look really hardy and healthy. So it's going to be pretty difficult to check out which ones and clip which ones you want and keep the ones that you want. Now, whenever I'm running these up my string, I'll usually take 2 vines at once, and I will run them up vertically on one string. And I'll use, with a crown like this, I'll probably take about 6 to 8 vines out of all of this, and those are the ones that I am going to run up vertically and keep for my harvest. So right now I'm actually just going to go back in here, and whenever I'm doing this, I usually just try to clip down as far as I can, and I try to clip all of the ones that are the smallest, the shortest looking ones in here first, and then I'll go after all the longer ones and decide which ones I want to keep with the longer ones. This one right here, this is a really nice long one right here. I'm going to keep that one. This one back here looks pretty good too. I'm going to keep that one. But I'm just going to go ahead through in here, and I'm going to clip these, and we'll be back in a moment. Okay. Now what I did was I actually trimmed up all these ones on the ground here, and I just usually let them sit on the ground, as compost. And what I did was I tried to keep the ones that I wanted to keep in pairs so that they'll grow a little bit better together. I don't know if you can see this one over here, but this is another Cascade rhizome or crown, and it's coming up good, but it's not coming up as strong as this one just yet. I'll probably be trimming this one up in another couple of days and getting it prepped and ready to be trained and strung up to strings. Okay, what I did was I put a little board piece down here, and I ran my strings up vertically up to my gutters. I use some nylon string, This stuff, it's real strong, works really well. When these hops get mature, I'll usually run double strings on them because they can range anywhere between 50 to 100 pounds if you run 2 of them on one string, which is a lot of weight. So you want to make sure that the string doesn't snap and your hops don't fall. Right now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take these are my green strings right here, and you want to wrap your hops clockwise. You want to make sure they go with the sun. You just want to take these and start to train them to go right around these. Now you'll have to come back in a day or two and just make sure that they're starting to become trained. But some of these aren't long enough yet, but they're getting there. And then after they start running up vertically, you want to cut back the first 3 feet of leaves so that you don't get any kind of mildew issues. On top of that, sometimes what happens is hops will attract aphids and mites. The best thing to do for aphids is to make a little bit of a spray bottle water solution with some soapy water, a little cayenne pepper, and maybe even some coffee, because the caffeine in the coffee helps kill off the aphids. Just spray down your leaves, and it should take care of the problem with the aphids, no problem. Whenever these grow up all the way to the top and it's ready to harvest and everything, all you have to do is you just cut them back, remulch them, and they'll come back up again next year. One other thing that you want to do whenever you're growing these hops is you're going to have extra vines coming up all the time, especially when they're mature, and you're going to have to cut these back like this so you get all your nutrients into here. It's just an ongoing process that you need to just maintain these hops so you have nice healthy hops at the end of the year. Okay, a couple other points I'd like to mention before I wrap this up is that one fun thing you can do when you're growing your hops is you can mark your string where the tip of your hops is at, and a couple hours later you can come back and check out and see how much it's grown, because these can grow pretty aggressively, anywhere between 1 foot to 2 feet a day, which is pretty impressive. So you can almost just sit there, have a beer, and watch them grow. Another thing is that, if you think that they're becoming nutrient deficient, sometimes the leaves are burning out or discoloring, and you don't have anything to mulch them with, you can use some chemical fertilizer. I found that Tomato Miracle-Gro works really well. Just use it sparingly, because if you overuse it, then you're going to burn your hops, and they'll burn out as well. The leaves will start to burn out and brown as well. So you want to pay close attention to that. That's pretty much it when it comes to hops. They're not hard to grow. They're really easy. Once they're rooted and mature, it's just maintaining them, and that's it. So make sure you check out our other video on harvesting homegrown hops so that you know what to look for whenever your hops are ready to get harvested. Alright, that's all from me. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll be back with another video some other time. Thanks.